call them no-see-em because
So are the people that live there just covered in those bites?
I think like they know the spots. And so we were in like a resort
So this is just
area,
yeah.
and we probably went, because we're like laying down by the beach, and we
Yeah.
didn't want to like lay with
people.
all these people. So we're like, oh, there's an
so
open
there's
spot
like
over here,
spots?
and we didn't know because we don't know. I bet you there's a lot of people that just don't know,
Ah.
and they tell you to look out, but like you don't know until after the fact, and then you
Oh.
get up and you're like, your legs you got freckles now,
Oh,
your whole legs. No,
No,
but I was thinking of the sand fleas. Sand fleas are like little like tiny little
Is that
like
recording?
crabs. Yeah,
Is this recording?
yeah.
Oh,
Like tiny little crabs, and
sweet.
they just like so. Oh yeah, you see them when the water comes up on the beach. The water comes up, and as the water goes down, you see them all like pop out, and they go. And
The
then they
sand fleas?
and then they follow the water, and then the water comes back up, and if you don't see them, you see little bubbles from like where they go and hide, and they make little holes, and then you see little air bubbles or whatever. I think it's air bubbles. I don't know what it is, but
How big is a sand flea?
I don't know. But they like really freaked me. Me and Jordan didn't know about them until we're having like a long walk on the beach, and we're just walking down, and we just have I don't know, just so close to your feet, all these little critters, and
Are they like this big, or are they like? Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe like an inch.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's crazy. I've never heard of one. A sand flea. And the no-see-em flies. Florida sucks.
Yeah, everyone's gonna die now because of the Super Bowl. How many tweets I seen last night of just people being like, "Yeah, Florida's just gonna kill everybody. Everyone's gonna die. Look at the stadium. There's so many people. Everyone's dead."
I no longer believe in the
And-
virus.
No, I just they got precautions, and 90-something% of the people got vaccinated.
Yeah.
If they were going to see someone within risk this week or not, like they were anyways, I don't know.
Yeah.
Here you go. Stand, please.
I can't say. Yeah. Can you eat them? Can you put them in a pot and boil them?
People use them for
Little bait.
Bait, yeah.
I knew that.
Well, that was another thing I didn't even know. This dude just had a bucket, and he's just like scooping sand all day. So like and you get them right when that happens.
And you're like,
the water
oh,
comes up.
that guy's retarded.
This guy's just fucking flinging around sand. You know the sand? He's trying to pick up sand, but it keeps falling through.
You just go to him and you're like, oh, you're trying to make a sand castle? And he's just like, get away from me.
I go, I think a shovel doesn't have holes in it. You might have more.
Yeah.
You might get more sand if you get a shovel.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, thanks.
no, you're like,
He just thinks I'm stupid.
you're like, you just keep talking. He's like, get away from me. He's like, I'm trying to get sand fleas. And you're like, huh. Fleas are on dogs. Come on, I'll take you to. Where's your like guardian? And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just some like 45-year-old guy, and you're just like,
that's his career. He's been doing it for 20
did you
years.
Did you get off a bus? Can you show me where the bus is? Dude, get the fuck away from me. That'd be fun.
People would like walk their dog on this beach, and I just know that like,
Cody would try to get a sand flea. He'd be like,
oh yeah, did you see him running?
yeah.
Oh, that's what's awesome, dude. Some people just have the dog in like complete control, and they just walk on. They have their slow walk on the beach. Dogs just booking it and then coming back, booking it, and just all over the place. I'm like, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
Cool. Dog.
Cool little dog.
Roaming.
Having
Big bad dog.
I always like I don't know what made me think. Well, you said dog, and then I thought I always see like random TikToks, like with like I get into like the dog training talks.
Yeah.
Like they'll just pop them in my algorithm, and like whether like I'll think some of them have methods where like I either don't like the places like the people that I go to like don't use or whatever. Like I always see like different methods, but I always see the one main trend with all the dog trainers, and they're like, yeah, don't take your dog to a dog park. Dog parks are the worst thing you could do.
It's like one chaos, right? It's like going to like
he was
crazy
like,
party.
I mean, yeah, because he's like, I see I just watched the most recent one I watched. The guy was like, he says I take dogs outside of a dog park and he's like I do training like next to it. I think just for like the distraction element. But he
Yeah.
said what did he say? He was like, yeah, this is what he said. He goes, a dog park is probably the worst place you could take your dog. Maybe that or like a taxidermist. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Because he was like, every time I'm by a dog park, he's like, I see a bad thing happen every time. And then he's like, people always tell me, oh, look, I take my dog to dog park all the time. I don't see bad things. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, you probably don't like know. Like when I say bad thing, I don't mean I just see like a brawl of dogs fighting. He's like, but like I'll see things that ordinary people don't notice, like a dog getting bullied and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like. Because remember when I learned about all this when I had a psycho dog, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, me and Jen
Taking
were
it
like,
to classes,
and me and
learning
Jen
all
were
this
like,
stuff.
yeah, we started going to like seminars and like learning about body language and stuff, and I went, oh, there's like
Oh.
way more than this than I thought. And then I would see it, and people were just like, oh, and like they do things with their dog, and I was like, well, that dog's clearly uncomfortable, but like people don't know the look of Look at his face. Oh, and then
Yep.
like, oh, so like it's just I don't know. Now I'm like, well, I'll never take. And dog parks always scared me anyway because like someone could just have their psycho dog, and like I've seen videos where like a dog just starts attacking another
Yeah.
dog, and the guy's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and it's like,
Yes.
dude, you need to know your. I don't know.
Yeah. If your dog is a psycho dog,
Yeah.
you can't just be taking it to where all normal dogs are,
Right.
or
And like
possible normal dogs.
like random like the ordinary person like
any
you don't
dog.
like because I didn't know this shit before
Yeah.
I had my crazy dog. I didn't know about like I thought you just like oh this is how you do it and like
Yeah.
everything's fine and I was like no.
No siree.
So then I fucked the dog, bringing
And
back
then-
the calm,
And then I
the
brought him,
comedy,
made the dog like me again.
Comedy Central. This is gonna be airing on Comedy Central on Tuesday nights at 12 a.m.
They're doing so bad they might pick up our show.
Yeah.
They're
This is our first burp on here in decades. Sucker. Decades, sucker. Is Jordan at work, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
This is summer. I forgot today was Monday 40 million times this morning.
Yeah.
I woke up and then I was like, okay, pod. And then I forgot what I did. I like turned on Twitch on my TV and there's like a bunch of people streaming and I went, huh, that's odd for a Sunday. 'Cause usually Sunday's like a lighter day usually. And then I went,
people are
oh wait,
well,
today's Monday. Oh yeah, today's Monday. Okay. And then when I drove here, when I parked like in my normal spot, all empty up there, and I was like,
what's going
oh,
on?
Jordan's car's there? Oh yeah, today's Monday. Oh fuck.
Big
Today's
conspiracy.
Monday.
We're changing days on Corey.
Dude, I wish I just didn't have a job and I lived under a bridge.
Me too. Picture that though. Say like they have like the tent cities in California and people are living under bridges and stuff.
And then we're just doing the pod
got-
under a bridge.
You got a community though. You could probably someone knows how to like grow a good tomato.
Yeah, you just need the soil and the
It's
seeds
warm. It's nice out.
and the manure.
You're getting more. You're not going to get COVID. You're getting more vitamin D than people are in Michigan. I mean, I don't know where we're at.
Tent cities. So what you're saying
tent
is,
cities.
Chris,
I wanna
the
go-
homeless problem isn't actually a problem. We should
Sounds like-
embrace it,
sounds like a
and
good
we
time.
should embrace the tent cities.
So
You know what we should do?
yeah.
We should clear out one of the warmer states, just or a section of it or a nice chunk of it, and then just put
Ship all the
all the
bums.
homeless people there,
Let's do Arizona.
and just all tent
about-
cities,
how
but it's
about
warm, so they're not.
Nevada?
Yeah, there you go.
People just dying in deserts.
Fill the Grand Canyon
Yeah.
with people.
You just put them there and they're like, oh.
And you're like, all right,
You
now
know.
you should stay down there and shut your mouth. And then people can go see the Grand Canyon, and then then they can just throw McDonald's cheeseburgers into the Grand Canyon to the people, and they're like zombies, like when you're like, when
And
the
then they
zombies are crowded around like a wall, and they're like, that's like the homeless people.
Yeah. And then people in Vegas, people spend too much money. They have like extra food. But then you have like a little waste management kind of company that just
Yeah, that
picks up the extra food,
and drives it
drives
out.
by. It's not that far. Drives by
Yeah.
the Grand Canyon,
Yeah.
and just dumps it
dude.
out, and then all the zombies down there eating.
Well, they're not zombies.
There, we
they're
fixed
humans.
We fixed the tent cities problem. Look at Pat Mahomes before the game, getting amped, dude. He thought they were gonna win. They had no chance.
It would take, because I mean, you'd have to do some construction of the Grand Canyon, maybe flatten some surfaces out, make sure there's not any escape paths.
You'd have to pass some bills and slip some other stuff in the bills
Yeah.
to be able to get that
Yeah.
passed through.
Toss me $1 million of tax money,
Yeah.
If you're gonna give the Pentagon, hundreds of billions of dollars. You can give me
You can give me 12.
You can give me a couple mil. You can kick me a mil.
Well, that's why we all need to get 10 grand for the stimulus check.
Dude, that'd be sweet. If I
That'd
got
be
10 grand from
badass.
this,
If I got 10 grand, I get the Nintendo Switch for a lot more money than it's worth, just so I can get it already. And the same thing with PS5.
I'll just give you mine for 10 grand.
Yeah, okay. And then you just wait for the next
Dude, my
one.
dog cost $10 when I adopted him. How many Codys could I buy with 10 grand? You just come to my house and it's just
Oh my god.
they're just
kinda
all
cool.
next to each other.
Cody's little Cody dog.
So, did you guys watch the Super Bowl? They won. And by they, I mean equality.
Equality won. It takes all of us.
Did you see like the NFL's like, boasting and like, oh, we're about they have like all that shit on there about how
It takes all of us.
yeah, like they air.
Well, before the game, they were like, we have a female ref.
But it's like all
There's a
this
lot of female
yeah, it's
coaches
like,
now.
Yeah, like it's all the and like all this shit.
Bruh.
But then there's just like the glaring. It's like yeah, but like, what about Colin Kaepernick? You guys literally just tossed him out of the league for
Yeah. I saw a tweet that said someone was like, and the NFL commissioner still hasn't apologized. I thought I watched a video where he, like, basically apologized and said that like what Kaepernick has done was good and stuff. Like
right.
that. So I just think some people don't even look at certain things and just
Yeah.
get mad. And it's like I thought I
Well,
thought I saw a thing where they talked
Whether
about
he apologized or not, or the NFL apologized or not, or whether they have 40 commercials saying we
Yeah.
believe everyone is everything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's still a shady corporation, and he's still a piece of shit. So,
Yeah, I mean, whoever was in that spot, they're gonna be a piece of shit.
yeah.
Because even to the extent, at
Yeah,
some
'cause, like,
extent, like
You're not gonna be the CEO of a company
that's that big.
worth billions, and you're not a fucking scumbag.
You're part of something shitty. Like, and so everyone loves NBA
2K, the video game.
the video game. NBA, they're whatever the fuck man,
Oh,
CEO, whatever the fuck he is.
commissioner.
Yeah, commissioner. His Adam Silver. Everyone
Commissioner
loves
Gordon.
him. Everyone
Batman.
Everyone loves him because he he's all about Black Lives Matter. He has been since the beginning, and in like all these progressive things he's talked about.
Well, and their player association is like insane.
Very good, like for the players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's insane.
So everything is like good on all of these fronts, and everyone loves that. But everyone, even LeBron and all these people, like turn their back when you go, "Hey, but communist China is like controlling their people, and there's a lot of problems, and there's protests. Should we help any of them?" And then they're all like, "Shut up.
Yeah.
We make billions because it's just so much money.
They're
It's
like-
too much money for them to go. No, yeah, let's go help the citizens that
Yeah.
are struggling. No, we're gonna
one problem at a time.
they give us
Let's keep it in house, guys.
yeah billions. Yeah, then we'll keep it in house. But if we're gonna go kill a
Dude, it's the amount of problems there is in this world. It's honestly like I do get. It's
there's always gonna be the next problem.
I
Say
see
if they
like
fix
but
the
I see
China
like
thing,
both
it's by
points
something
where
else.
like people complain about something and then someone else goes, yeah, but like you're not even talking about this. But then I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that there's other problems, but then it's like there's so many problems. It's like you can't just concentrate on like every problem.
Yeah, someone's like flipping out about something. You're like, what about the tent cities? And it's like,
It's like, well,
oh
yeah,
my
okay,
God,
yeah, those
I
are bad.
can't, I can't.
Yeah, but then like and then sometimes though like I feel like certain problems though like
What
when
about
it's
cancer?
like
You've never
a
donated to cancer.
when it's like a problem where it's like barely, at least to me, where I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's an issue, but when there's like so many like greater issues out there, then that's when I'm kind of like, why are you focusing on this when like really I don't focus on shit.
There's certain things you could like.
I'm a white man,
certain things you could fix like
and
right
I
away.
ain't gay.
Yeah, there's certain things you could fix right away, like getting rid of gay marriage. Like
Yeah, dude,
get rid of it.
we should get rid of all marriage because I want to fuck everything.
Get rid of all marriage. Only. I don't know.
You should pass a bill where I can do whatever I want as a man.
Yeah, Corey Charles.
Women are slaves.
That's-
Okay, only white women are slaves. There.
Look, white women keep stealing black people's problems, and they say they have the problems, like Bill Burr's SNL skit.
Yeah.
And for victory,
Victory.
we're gonna. That's Joe Biden. We're gonna. Women are gonna be slaves. What? One's like flipping out.
They got a crusty.
Crust dog.
Oh, there you
So is Tom Brady good?
go. Dude, have you seen Tom Brady sling the ball?
Has he ever done anything? Well,
Dude, there's people. Uh, there's one guy that my brother knows. I guess I know him too a little bit. He hates Tom Brady.
I did for like in the beginning, like early in the dynasty.
It sucks
the
'cause, like-
Patriots, they were annoying because they just were only ever winning.
It sucks because he's like connected to the Patriots, and that's like the team that everyone. Because well, yeah, it's because they won.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like no matter what team he would have went to, he would have been like, oh fuck that team, because if they would have just kept winning. But
He
it
might
just
have.
sucks because like he was like a Michigan guy, and then you're like, that's sweet because I'm a
And
Michigan.
then people were like, but he wore a MAGA hat, and like, God damn it!
Yeah,
I just
know.
wanted to say, I think it's
Yeah.
cool that he went to Michigan.
I'm
yeah,
not like-
but he's a piece of shit.
I'm not
He's
like a
rich.
I'm not even like a super Tom Brady fan. Like I don't really care. Like I'm not like, oh, he's sweet. He's clearly one of the greatest.
All 32 teams should have inquired about acquiring him.
Yeah, just for like a year, like
But yeah, but only 2 teams are after him. Like every single team.
I
even-
mean, definitely more than 2.
yeah, only 2 did. I forgot the other team. It was like some other trash team. It's crazy, dude. The Bucks. What was their record the year before?
I don't know. They
Just
were
nothing.
Yeah, they were trash.
I mean, they had some good players. Like they just drafted that safety Winfield Jr., but they had the linebackers David and White were very good.
I'm gonna
but
make
you
you
can't just
proud,
win.
Dad.
You can't just win with only 2 linebackers.
Only 2 on the field. Look, I want to do it.
Everyone else is a D tackle.
Oh man. Dude, what about Calvin Johnson? First ballot
Oh yeah,
Hall of Famer.
dude.
He did it, guys. Calvin Johnson's a Hall of Famer.
The Lions did it.
Yeah,
I just posted a thing was like, I'm sorry that you were on the Lions.
yeah.
I mean,
I say people are just like
would've been
mad
cool
because
if
they're
you
like
were somewhere else.
he shouldn't have been he shouldn't have been a first ballot. Like I agree, he should be in the Hall of Fame, but he shouldn't be first ballot. And then like the 2 examples that just were only ones bringing up were Torrey Holt and Reggie Wayne. They're not in it yet.
Yeah,
They should be in
guys-
it before him.
Guys who retired earlier but aren't in it yet, but were not number 1 receivers on their team every single play of
Yeah.
every single down of their entire
Like
career.
the one guy was like, I mean, it was a
Those are
shame
the
Reggie
first ballot.
Reggie Wayne was like in the shadow of Harrison for like a little while.
Harrison Ford.
But then after he like retired, he like made his own way, and it's like, I mean, I obviously became a number 1 after Harrison
Wayne,
retired.
Martin
but-
Harrison, yeah.
It's so like
And they're very good, but like, were they warranting just double and triple coverage and like just insane
in fantasy
half
football,
of the
was
field?
Reggie Wayne just the number 1 receiver off the board
just every week?
ever? How many times was Calvin Johnson one of the top receivers picked?
Calvin Johnson didn't have Peyton Manning. He had like a middle of the pack quarterback
Yeah,
and putting up amazing
yeah,
numbers.
Peyton Manning.
People thought, I mean, it's definitely possible if the Lions could have moved the ball that Johnson would have had. I mean, like he could have had like Randy Moss touchdowns every year, 18 to 20 or whatever.
If he wasn't on the Lions, I have a theory about Calvin Johnson on the Lions. I truly think,
He'd still be playing. Larry Fitzgerald's still playing.
yeah. Well, I truly
Drafted
think
before him.
they were like the front office guys were like, our team is trash.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're probably not. I'm just paraphrasing in what they might have said. But
Yeah.
our team is trash. Just Calvin Johnson is the guy that people want to see. Throw the ball up to him as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because that's like what would happen every game.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we actually had like a good team, dude, how much coverage he drew, like you should be getting guys wide open constantly.
Yep.
But I don't know.
Well, that's why Chris Durham, a white wide receiver who doesn't belong who didn't ever belong in the NFL, was in the NFL for a couple years with the
Yeah.
Lions, and Stafford would find him open, and it's just like because people are just very worried about Calvin. Calvin
Yeah.
would have like 10 catches that game still, and people are like, shit, we gotta Move the whole field over to the side, kind of like if you knew like a baseball hitter could only hit it far left, the whole team shifts. It's just like which side of the field is Calvin on? Everyone's looking that way.
Dude,
Going,
what a freak.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he would have. Think about like the records he could have had. Like Jerry Rice is amazing, but he also was very fortunate to have Joe Montaigne
Joe Montaigne.
and then Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Spell Young, Y
Young.
AUGH.
YONG. He's the Asian Steve Young.
Steve Young.
All right, this is we just drafted a new quarterback. I'm Steve Young.
Dude, we need Asians in the NFL. Dude, I remember there's one guy named like Nguyen. I don't know if that's how you say it, or if it's just Guyan, but it starts with N. NGUY something EN. There was a linebacker. Maybe there was like some other linebacker. Not too many. And then I think I was talking to Jordan about that. She's like, "Why is that?" And I go, "Well, I mean,
little people.
Not to be stereotypical, dun dun dun, but Asians come over here. They go to our best colleges and they get great jobs. They're not coming over here to ram heads against each other."
Wait a second.
Really?
Are you saying they're coming over here and stealing our jobs?
Oh, there's.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's a funny thing. People would get mad about like these Mexicans are taking our jobs. It's like, bitch, you would never do all these fence jobs around here.
Me and a guy.
But are you mad that Asians or whatever are coming and taking like doctor jobs that you?
Well, I'm too fucking stupid to be a fucking doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry that you're in a warehouse and you can't do either of those jobs. You think you're too good for fences, and you think you're too fucking dumb,
or you're too
to
lazy
be a doctor.
for fences. It's
Yeah,
not too good. It's too lazy for
Yeah.
fences.
Well, they think they're too good, but
Yeah,
they
but
are
they're-
too lazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm way too lazy for fences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to a guy at work about that, and he was like, "Yeah, people complaining that oh, the Mexicans are taking our jobs," and he's like, "They come over here and they do the jobs that I would never want to do."
But I haven't thought about it that way. I've always thought about it that way. I've never thought about it in the flip on the other end of the spectrum of like really high-paying jobs. It's like no one's mad about that.
Yeah.
No one's mad about all these.
No one's
people
mad about
coming
the
over here.
Indian guy being a doctor or a cab driver.
Yeah, and they're.
Well, I'm too
doing
stupid
those
to be a
jobs.
fucking doctor,
Yeah.
but I could probably drive a taxi cab.
They'll admit that they're. Yeah, they admit that they're.
What?
too
Yeah. What
stupid.
job
I don't
that you want that was taken by an ethnicity from whatever country? Take your pick. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what job is this? Like
You could do it. You could pick whatever you want.
fucking dickhead and
I was gonna own a Polish restaurant if it wasn't for that Polish family that came over here
Yeah.
and opened a Polish restaurant.
I was gonna start my own Mexican burrito truck.
Yeah, dude, I thought of Taco Tuesdays in 1969 with my dad.
That's funny. Guys, what do you think about us starting a dance podcast
We might.
called Dancing with the Dance Boys?
Corey and I might become big dancers. We're gonna start doing
That'd be cool.
the TikToks.
I've watched I'll see a random video of people dancing really cool, and I go, man, I want to learn how to dance cool. And then guess what?
We gotta do our own.
I don't learn how to dance cool. I just use maybe.
Yeah.
It went away.
I hate that.
This is nutty.
Sand fleas.
I got a sand flea on my balls. Do you think anyone's ever uttered that statement?
Maybe.
Do you think someone collects sand fleas? I just let them crawl around on my cock.
Yeah, I just splash water and they come up and they go down
Yeah.
and they come up. They will in my
I just
cock.
lay in my bathtub and slosh the water around while the sand fleas walk
Thinking
all
of
over my
crabs because that's
walk all over
that's
my
what
penis.
you got. You got crabs.
I'm Tom Brady, and I'm a 5-time. Who's the MVPs the other times?
So that's 7, right? So the other 2 are, one is to Deion Branch, I think, right? If I'm wrong about that, one went to Edelman.
I remember the Edelman one.
The Edelman one was crazy. He did so good.
Yeah.
Might be Deion Branch. I can look it up. But,
My name's Deion Branch.
but I saw a tweet basically this whole game. I mean, you could see it from when we were watching it. The offensive line of the Chiefs was just sort of crumbling. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
even just the first half.
You have the fucking beast Buccaneers.
Yeah, I mean, they got Jason Pierre-Paul has been on there for like 2 years. So, and then Sue has been taking pay cuts so that he's like, I want to get a ring. He's like, I've been amazing for a long time. Penalties. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, penalty guy.
Hey, penalty guy, go get yourself a ring,
guy. Hey, when I suck my own ass. What if someone was like, hey, I stopped using toilet paper and I just put a vacuum up to my ass and just suck all the shit out.
Zunk.
Will that pull everything in their ass?
Oh. Bart Starr was the first 2 MVPs.
Bart Starr, MVP, Ronald Reagan.
Terry Bradshaw went back to back.
Back to back to back to back.
Yeah, Deion Branch. I was right.
This is a special Super Bowl episode.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
How crazy is it? Just in 2001, dude. Corey, or 2002, was it? Tom Brady is the MVP, and then it's like the next year goes Dexter Jackson, Tom Brady, Deion Branch, Hines Ward, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, San Antonio Holmes, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning, Joe Flacco, Malcolm Smith, linebacker Seattle, Tom Brady, Von Miller, Tom Brady, Nick Foles, Julian Edelman, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. It's just 20 years away. Hey, I got one 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I just got one again.
I got one 20 years ago and I got one today. 20 years ago I was 11 and learning how to jack off.
Amazing quarterbacks can't even get to the Super Bowl ever. And he's like, been there 7 times.
Yeah.
Within,
fucking
10 first or second year and final year. Well, not final year, but
Diesel got down off the tower. D's. This is, oh boy. Dude,
is that the fuck?
There's a tractor down outside.
Tractor outside, man.
People probably can't hear it, but I always hear noises and I'm like, whoa, there's something outside. But then people are like, I can't hear it.
Yeah.
I'm on the toilet taking a shit.
I only listen to you guys when I take long shits.
Yeah, I only listen. Yeah,
Tuesdays.
Takes me about 2 weeks to get through one episode. It's my shitting pod.
I usually try to get every episode out on Monday, but this one will be. We waited for the Super Bowl. We wanted to,
We wanted to
break down the game for you.
Breaking it down.
So
Tom Brady.
Look, 38 pass.
Drops back. He throws it.
He throws it.
Guess what? It's going to happen again. Next play.
Threw it again. Oh, my God. Oh, handoff.
We're going to go through the whole game describing every play in detail.
I DVR'd it. He threw it again.
We're just like,
that's how good we are if we're
Tom
commentators.
Brady drops back.
And Tom Brady
He's
throws
getting blitzed. Up, he threw it to Gronkowski. That was about 15-yard pass.
We don't know. We don't know any of the players. We just keep saying numbers. And then number 81 caught it again.
Number 81, he tossed it to number 56. That was actually a guy on the other team. So then he's running for a touchdown. There's so many knickknacks behind me.
Oh yeah.
Where did the word knickknack come from? Hers is a Google bitch. So we don't have a produce where we can be like, hey Randolph, can you Google that for us? Randolph, Google it.
Somebody, how do you spell knickknacks?
Yeah, how do you spell knickknacks? Is there a K on it?
Oh, they spell it like Nick, like the New York Knicks. And then knack like snacks, but you put a K rather than an S. Knick-knack.
Yeah.
Way more letters than it should be.
Knick-knack. Yeah, that's too many letters.
First known use of knick-knack was in 1682.
Too long ago.
How do they know that? Do they know anyone from then?
Yeah. Name 4 people.
Or we just do that about all stuff. How do they know that happened?
It's like the people that are like, you got to question everything, and it's like, yeah, but you believe everything you hear.
Yeah, they believe every meme they get.
Yeah,
that's fucking like been filtered 7 times.
They're like, you're a sheep. You have to question everything. Well, how come you don't question the stuff you hear? Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, dude. Fucking there, dude, he's got a big cock.
The knickknacks distributed in the past year have included. I don't know. Why would I read
Do you
that?
think if you had a son and he had a huge dick, would you be like, dude, sweet? Would
Or
you be
would you
like
go,
happy?
that's a little knickknack?
Or would you go, God damn it, his dick's bigger than mine?
I think you'd monitor it. You'd go, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe
Son,
that's the max.
son, we'll
Maybe
see.
you maxed out at 2
And then you're
years
gonna have
old.
to have once a year, son. You're gonna have to show me the hog.
We're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to bathe you. Dad, I don't want. He's 8. I don't want to shower with you again.
Dad, I don't like showering. Son, I need to.
Son, we gotta
I
measure.
need. Yeah,
It's
I
time
need
to
see
measure.
it. And then you just start showering.
What
With,
are these guys talking about?
then you just start showering with trunks on because your son's dick gets bigger than
Talking about-
yours, and you're like,
Your son's dick.
Dad, why are you wearing swim trunks? Don't worry about it.
Dad, is your cock really little?
Dad, how come you won't let Mom see my penis? Because I don't want her to fuck you instead of me. Oh, man. Ew! These people are talking about a family having sex.
She's gonna divorce me. I'm still gonna have to pay for your child support while you're fucking my wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pay for your clothes while you're fucking my damn wife. Dad, what are you talking about? I'm 7.
I didn't want to have a big dick. I
Yeah.
was just born with it.
I just want to play Fortnite. And then he just starts to do. If I had a kid and he did a Fortnite dance, I would fucking drop his ass right in the middle, like right there. Hey, Dad, look it! And then he starts doing the floss thing, and I would go and just drop him, and then he'd be like,
How cold?
and then Child Protective CPS comes, and they're like, "Did you punch your son?" I was like, "Yeah, we're doing a Fortnite dance," and they're like,
There you go.
"Oh,
All right.
okay."
All right. We'll take him in.
Yeah, we'll take him in and have him corrected.
You get corrected at a correctional facility?
Hey, have you ever been corrected? Yeah, I've had my test at school corrected, and they go, "Well, everything's wrong. You're officially retarded."
Well, you're an idiot, and you can't keep going here.
Yeah.
Dude, did you hear about? This is another sport thing.
Oh yeah.
You hear about
Bronny.
Bronny James? No, this baseball player named Drew Robinson. Have you heard about this guy? So apparently there's like some documentary.
Have you heard? Well,
Hey, have you heard? Well,
what's
okay.
the deal with Drew
What's
Robinson?
the deal with Drew? That's sort of the thing here.
Oh, I
But-
just blew a fart out.
But this guy apparently there's a documentary on what's the
What's
Jerry
the
Springer.
deal with my dick being small?
why is my son's cock bigger? He's only 7.
Why is my wife fucking my son? Sorry,
Wives shouldn't fuck your kid. But maybe they should if their cock's bigger.
Me and my son are double teaming my wife.
I don't know.
All right, Drew Robinson.
Yeah, this guy. So there's a documentary on him on ESPN Plus. I might check it out because it sounded pretty interesting. But they were telling the story, and they were like, this guy, just let me do this thing. So he's like telling the story. This guy, this baseball reporter, is talking about this story. I think it was on ESPN. Basically, he's trying to sell the documentary, but also it is a gripping, your ass gripping story. And the guy's like, so Drew Robinson, he was at like a low point of his career. I don't know if he was in the double A's, triple A's or something. And he, I don't know shit about the guy, but he apparently was struggling with a bunch of depression and stuff. And then I think it was his last year. It was like during, I could just be wrong, but during the pandemic stuff.
I really don't know anything about this.
I mean, his name might not even be Drew Robinson, but he apparently at some point he was going to kill himself. He shot himself in the head. I think he lost one eye. Like, I don't know if he just did this or the sideways, a diagonal, whatever happened, but he lost one eye, and then he was laying there, and he was just still fine. So he shot himself in the head. It somehow just didn't kill him. Like, I don't know if it missed the brain and only got an eye, something crazy. Like, he just angled it like shit.
You hear about stuff where they like shoot, and then it just perfectly goes through like a part where like it doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, and then now they're paralyzed forever. Because like he did this. He shot himself in the mouth, and all it did was like break his spine. or something crazy.
You
Paralyzed.
survived. You're gonna live a long life. And he's just
So this dude, that's what happened. No, he shot himself in the head. He lost one eye or whatever, and I guess he's laying there. And the way that ESPN guy, the writer, explained his story was he was, and I loved this part because he goes, and he's laying there, and then he made a decision. He's sitting there, he's got the gun in his hand, you know, lost an eye, and he's sitting there, and he goes, there and then, he had his phone with 911 dialed. He's holding the gun. And Drew Robinson chose life. And I was just like, but he didn't.
yeah.
He already didn't choose life.
He just failed at
and
choosing
he
death.
failed at killing himself, which, of course, none of them say this on the thing.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like, Drew Robinson chose life. I'm like, I get like this amazing turnaround because now he's like doing a bunch of stuff. The whole documentary is about how you can stutter and continue and push through it, and you can
Documentary is about if you're mentally challenged, you can still
have a podcast with your friend who's mentally challenged, and so like I get it. It's all, but I just love the choosing of words. Is he chose then he chose life, and I'm like, but he just shot himself in the face.
yeah.
He didn't really choose life. He most definitely took it to the furthest you could possibly take it. He
And
didn't kill.
failed.
Yeah, other than jumping off a roof, that's like a more way,
Just
18 stories.
a 2-story roof.
Yeah.
Oh!
The leg snapped.
My arm! And then that guy walks up. Roger Clemens.
Chose life, and he's just I
I don't know why I chose him.
His legs are snapped.
Just, all these baseball players
That would be
trying
fun,
to kill
dude.
themselves.
That would be like you doing that. Maybe think that would be
all these baseball players are trying to commit suicide because they just realized baseball is gay.
Dude, that would be a thing that they would have on South Park of like after hearing about this Drew Robinson story. You know, the next episode because it just came out. The next episode, South Park, and it's just they have like, we're sitting here with Roger Clemens, and his legs are snapped.
He tried to kill himself by
I could see them
jumping off
doing
a
that.
2-story roof.
Oh, here and now, Roger Clemens chose life. Oh, okay. That's what you say. That's what you call chose life. Yeah, I wrote down in the note. I put baseball player Drew Robinson chose life after choosing death.
yeah.
Shot himself in the head and didn't
He
die.
chose
Call
life
911.
after choosing death. So, what's the real story here?
I think I don't know. I guess everyone gets it, but it's like, it's just goofy, I think.
There's a book over there called Mexican Gothic.
These ghosts are family.
Have you just flipped the words? That'd be a
The
really
Gothic
funny book.
Mexican. Hey, don't talk to me.
Carlito, are you going to come down for dinner? Mom, no. Get out of my room.
Just My Chemical Romance is in there, playing in there.
Carlito, why is all the walls painted
The
back?
Cure. And he's just in there.
Shut up, Mom. That isn't goth, Mom. What's a goth? How does a goth person act? And then we can.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we can do
Put it together.
And then we can do a Mexican accent. What do goth people do?
They're just
wearing those
around.
giant strapped pants with.
They hate. I mean, they hate all mainstream things.
Mom, I don't eat burritos anymore. It's too mainstream.
Yeah,
what would a goth
Mexican
South
love
Park
to eat?
do?
They smoke cigarettes behind the school, and then they put music on,
and they do the little dancing thing. Yeah, what did they say though? Didn't they say like a line like that's?
Oh yeah. Well,
would they say like that's not goth, or would they? They wouldn't say goth. Dang, I just don't have my pulse on society or my finger on the pulse of society anymore.
Yeah, I'm not controlled by your norms.
Dude, a Mexican goth is funny to me. Or a gothic Mexican.
Goth Kids 3. There's so many episodes of Goth Kids.
Are you playing a video?
Oh no, I just was like looking it up. introduced in the episode Raisins. It
Oh
was
yeah.
basically Hooters,
the
but
Hooters, but
oh,
children.
God. Dude, I've been going
Look at the
through.
raisins. And they're like, they love me. And they're just
Dude,
little girls.
oh my god, I've been going through that show on HBO Max. I've pretty much started in like season 9 because I've seen every single episode before that. So I've been going through like the newer ones because there's some I missed, and then there's also just some great ones. But some man, I'm like, oh, people would be so like Twitter would be flipping out if
Yeah.
this episode came out right now, and it's just not even that old or
Yeah.
not even that crazy to me. I'm looking at it going, well, it's a joke.
Because
they're messing
you're us
around.
white,
Yeah,
straight white male. So anything
Exactly.
that doesn't bother you, it doesn't matter, Chris.
yeah, you're.
I can see this Diesel's head, and he's just staring at nothing. What's going through his brain?
When am I getting food?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of hungry myself.
When am I getting food?
Hey, when am I getting food, mommy?
Henrietta.
Dude, I took my old office chair downstairs, and I broke one.
Oh
of
yeah,
the
you got a
wheels.
new one. I saw that.
Yeah.
Did your brother get you that?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. What a cool bro, dude.
What a cool bitch.
That's why I tried to get him as my bro when I was younger.
Yeah.
Hey, you're my little brother.
I don't want yours. I don't want Alex.
You get my older brother. And I get your
Yeah, I
little
don't
brother.
want him. Then he'll send. Oh,
What?
he'll send me pictures
Of
of
his cock.
his
And go,
cat.
hey, what do you think?
Do you think this is bigger than my dad's?
This episode's just called "The Son's Cock is Huge."
Yeah. I hope my son has a bigger cock than me, but also I hope he doesn't. And then if he does, I hope he doesn't fuck my wife.
I would just be proud, dude. I'd be like,
Good job, son.
my son's packing. I'd be sending the pictures to my buddies and be like, hey, dude, check out my piece. And they'd be like, wow, dude, I didn't know you were swinging. You're
Yeah, I
like,
would
it's
send.
actually my son.
I would send pictures of my son's
he's
cock
11.
to other women and go, "This big enough for you?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, it's huge."
You handle
I'm
this?
like,
That's huge, but why is there no hair?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been shaving real good. Manscaped 3.0.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by Manscaped now.
Yeah. Did you know that OJ got the vaccine? And so people are like, this guy doesn't even deserve to have a life. He murdered people. And then he's like, I got the vaccine, guys.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so it's funny that he's like, that he's basically like, it's like a huge, just feels like a huge Twitter troll. Hey guys, everyone out there, you guys all know I killed a couple people. I got the vaccine. I got the vaccine probably before you, so COVID's not going
That's
to kill
funny.
me.
I did not know we got the vaccine.
It's a big troll. I thought about,
There's a lot of books in those.
what do you think? Do you think he could be president? I thought
No.
about if he just builds a Twitter
There's
following
no way.
and he does like some crazy shit and just somehow gets like
but he doesn't.
like a Trump audience or somehow or
I
something
feel like
goofy, and then they're like, he's black.
Trump got all like.
We're not racist.
Yeah, Trump
He's
got,
black,
Trump
and then
got
he
all
would
like
just
the
give
shitty.
into that shit.
Trump got all the shitty white people. Like shitty white people aren't gonna be like, oh, I want to vote for this black guy.
They might, and then he'll
Mm.
well they'll get him by he'll just say a bunch of the racist shit, and people will be like, and then people kind of like the Candace Owens bullshit, and people will be like, he is black, so he can say that, and he's up there just being like, some black people are bad.
Yeah.
And there's all these fans are like,
We gotta.
yes, see, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta keep all these
Trump
We
people.
gotta keep the certain black people
Away from
in
the
designated cities and keep them away from us.
like we've
The
we've
good-
been doing.
the good people. And then all the Trump white people are like, yeah, he actually knows what I mean. This is what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I've been saying. That's what my dad told me.
Dude, my dad was saying it for his whole life, and I've been telling my son, and now we actually got a black man on the TV, and he's saying what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's not getting fed lines like Obama was.
Yeah.
He's talking real stuff.
Obama's not even American. His last
He's from
name,
Zimbabwe.
His name is like Hussein or some shit. Let me see his birth certificate.
Oh, I think he's Saddam's cousin. Yeah. How crazy the Trump being a president is. I was like, that's the next craziest level. Is OJ like somehow having that happen?
There's no way.
I don't think so. If I was putting my money on
'Cause
it,
like
obviously no. But
Because like he wouldn't get like I don't know, because I don't even think he would like get like the black vote, because like a lot of it
I
would
think
be
well
like,
they talked about how happy so many like a lot of Black Americans were in the '90s when he like Johnny Cochran like helped
oh
him,
yeah, I got him on. Well, yeah,
got him
because it
getting him
was like
off.
a
So
black.
people were like, "Holy shit!" Like this is the first time a black guy is guilty and got off. Like they're always
Dude,
they're more so not guilty and getting put on.
like,
You know, like they get fucked more than anything. So it's insane that someone
yeah, because
historically.
because I was talking to a guy at my work, a black guy. This
Yeah.
is actually, we were talking about this like a
Okay.
while ago. This was like over the summer, and he actually said something like that, but he was talking about it like a different, because he was like, as soon as like OJ got off, and I was like, oh, he was like, I mean, he was saying like a lot of like, he was like in with like the white people now, and like a lot of black people were like, oh, you're like not even a black person
Sketchy. Yeah.
anymore, because like you're not,
Yeah.
you fucking just got it, like where any other black person would just immediately be in prison.
Yeah, because you slide in and then you're probably also saying like I was saying, right? Saying some like fucked up shit against black people, and that's your own, and you're sitting
Yeah.
there being shitty.
He was telling me that, I was like, oh, I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
No, I don't agree.
He
I'm
was
gonna vote for him.
he was saying something like, yeah, like when he got off, and then it's just like, oh, so like he's just like a white guy now, because he's just like like with the rich white people, and or something. He said something. Maybe I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
I was just a little baby. I was a youngster.
Um. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the yeah part.
Yeah. This is the Yeah Cast.
Yeah cast.
Thanks.
Yeah
Thanks to
cast.
anybody who's listening out there, baby.
Listen to me.
Here's more news. Did you hear that?
Nice.
The Matrix, when they, Keanu Reeves was the guy. I guess they originally offered Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Did they offer him Keanu's role or
Yeah, I think
Morpheus?
so.
The Keanu's role, really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Think about how
he turned it down to do
Wild
Wild West.
West.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I heard about it before, but I like forgot about it.
Yeah, I think he thought it was like, because it was like super sci-fi and weird. He was
At
like,
the time, he
nah.
was doing music and shit.
Yeah. Wild West. Yeah, there's a song on it.
Yeah. So he was all in the music thing. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna stay doing music. And then, bad idea, dude. He could have. Yeah. See, he tried to do a bunch of action shit, right, with iRobot and some other legend fuck
Yeah.
and stuff. So now picture if the people who made the Matrix were like, you know what? We have an idea for Matrix, but we really want you. We really think you're gonna fit the role, Will Smith. Do you think we could? We'll meet in the middle. We'll have a couple of songs.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
there's a part where all the
The
Mr.
Matrix.
Anderson, whatever, or not Mr. Anderson. I just say
Oh,
that because
the
that's what
agent,
they say. Whatever.
Agent Smith.
Agent Smith. All the Agent Smiths are like surrounding
Will Smith.
Will Smith, which is confusing. No, they just look at the camera and they start doing like a dance and
come on, the Matrix. There's so many agents or whatever. I don't know.
I forgot how the Wild Wild West song goes.
I don't know. I just know it goes Wild Wild West. Well,
Wild Wild West. Yeah, I don't know.
something
Can't
like
remember.
that. Then he had the Men in Black
You should
song.
play it on your phone and the mic, like other podcasts. People just throw a song in there. Wild Wild West.
And then we'll get taken down off YouTube.
We don't get taken down off anything. Can't get taken down if you got
You
70,
can't get
72
taken down.
views.
Yeah. They'll like turn. I know they'll like mute like the sound and stuff. Cause that's like happened.
But not for that. I think it's got to be like just so much.
Yeah, I don't
It's got
know.
to be like 30
I
plus
mean, I don't know like
seconds.
the rules, but I know Ian said he's had. He said he's had stuff. He said he had a video muted on YouTube, and he goes,
I haven't had anything.
he goes, I don't know how. He's like, I don't know if like,
They have like an algorithm.
yeah,
They don't look. They're not. There's not a person looking.
right.
It's an algorithm. So
That's what I'm saying.
they have like some sort of number where
If
it's
you-
like if
if
this
you-
is played for 27 seconds.
But he
whatever the
said
fuck.
he was like, he goes, I didn't play music. He's like, I don't know what. He's
Yes.
like, I don't know if there was something in
So
the
that's
background.
the problem with the algorithm is that
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people that are mad because so many people have not said anything bad and they're told that the guidelines and they said something about something and it's like that never was even mentioned. So there's a problem in the algorithm. Sometimes
Yeah.
it just picks shit and it's incorrect
Yeah,
because
and
it's
if you're
impossible for humans to.
Yeah, and if you're like small,
look at all the
time, like,
videos.
they won't even like.
They said it's 500 hours of content is uploaded to YouTube like every couple minutes or something. Jamie just said it on Rogan's podcast. I looked it up before and it was like 400 something, and I guess he has got more updated. He said it's 500.
That's crazy.
So it's
Everyone's just
impossible.
like,
They have to have an algorithm.
Here's
because,
a video of me
dude, there's
shoving an avocado up my ass.
because it's that big. There's so much like fucked up stuff getting posted. People are getting porn through, so they have to have algorithms that just like finds nipples and little things. So if you're wearing a goofy shirt, like in the goofy nipple shirt, maybe it'll be like, oh, nudity, and take it off to save kids.
I wish I had a goofy nipple shirt.
Goofy nipple shirt.
Like the Super Bowl commercial where the guy's wearing the hoodie of what's his face?
Oh yeah, George Costanza, Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander, yeah.
That's pretty funny. And then at the end, he's like, "That's my face!
My face! You're wearing my face!" My mom said to say sorry, or whatever. That was one of the commercials.
I'm gonna go on record to say if Zach Wilson slips to number 7, won't the Lions draft him? I heard good things.
Okay. He sounds like a good guy.
I heard a couple guys, Daniel Jeremiah, a couple guys out there. They said they think other than Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson's behind him, and they're because they talk about this Trey Lance dude. They're like, he's gonna take a while. And it's like, what? So I don't like the idea of that drafting a quarterback in the NFL and going, he can't play yet. He's got to sit for a couple of years, and it's like it sounds like a guy who just won't be ready. And and we're just guessing.
Why would you draft
We're
him?
guessing he's gonna be. That's the Trey Lance dude, and like he's gonna be ready later. Oh, he's got the fundamentals. Well, he's only played like 11 games in college. I'm like, I don't like that.
Not draft that
I don't
guy.
like that's the guy he's been put in like top 10, top 15. And I'm like,
Why don't you draft that guy in the 5th round?
Also, I think he's the quarterback, right, for where Wentz came from. So I'm like, could he possibly be like?
Look,
Wentz?
a guy
Like
like that shouldn't go to your team that needs a quarterback now, because you're going to be at some point you're going to be forced to thrust him into the game, and then he's going to pay badly, and then everyone's going to hate him, and then you're going to not. His career's done.
Yeah.
He should go to a team where there's already a starter, and then he can just chill as a backup and learn. If he's not going to be ready,
dude, I can't believe the Packers took Jordan Love last year.
Jordan Love.
Because
Hi, I'm Jordan Love. He has a side. He not only is he a quarterback, he's a,
welcome to Jordan Lover's Lane.
He has a show on HGTV where he sells products, bedroom products for couples. Hi, I'm Jordan Love, and buy this dildo from my Jordan Love collection.
He's gonna be doing that because he's gonna be getting like cut. Dude, his contract's gonna run out.
What do you mean? Aaron Rodgers is done.
The first 4 years, his contract's gonna run out, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna have like another MVP by then.
Wasn't Aaron Rodgers like not entirely thrilled with the Packers right now?
No, and then,
I mean, because
even when they drafted him, right before the draft, he was on Pat McAfee's show and a couple other shows saying he's excited to add weapons to this team and all this stuff. They go out the very first pick and go, we'll get a quarterback. And it's like, it's literally the last position. You could have gotten the best kicker of all time. I would have been slightly more happy than you're giving me a backup?
Yeah.
I'm going to be here. And then the whole year happened, and he goes, I'm the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Regular season, it's me. And you put a guy behind me. That's what you did with the first
They
pick.
didn't give him any weapons.
You could have got any of those. There's a lot of good wide receivers. They could have got, T. Higgins, who's great on the Bengals, rookie. Justin Jefferson, I don't know if he would have slipped. Van Jefferson on the Rams. There's a couple other Jeffersons.
How many Jeffersons are in the league?
There's a couple other good receivers they could have got. I don't know, man. Crazy shit. Charles Woodson got in. That's sweet. Ooh, John Lynch, too. Alan Faneca. That guy does super miles and shit. Super marathons. Miles.
Really?
Yeah, so there's a couple. It's kind of like a trend. Some of these NFL linemen.
Was Calvin there last night at the Super Bowl doing Does he just not do anything with?
Well, there's a bunch of people saying like the Lions need to make this right with Calvin. So, because the same thing with Calvin and Barry, they retire, and then
they don't give them the rest of.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like
they're mad.
Yeah, so mad white dad fans who sit at home and work in a warehouse and go, these motherfuckers get so much money, and they're just mad about money, and they just freak out about this dumb shit. Oh, they got cars and big houses. Who gives a fuck? They already have millions of dollars. They get all mad, but
Hey,
it's
how
a
about you go and catch a football in the NFL?
and get fucking hit in the head and break all your
Not
fingers
even
and
that.
limbs.
Like like the argument that like, oh, I don't care. They make a lot of money. I don't care. Like, fuck them. And it's like, so because they are very good at something, and then there's like teams or corporate, whatever you want to call it, are willing
Yeah.
to pay them that amount of money.
You're
now
mad.
fuck them.
Now you're mad because people watch it that much.
So if you were like good at doing
Pay
something
for
and out of
things that much?
nowhere it became something where like people are gonna, and someone came to your house, hey, we're gonna sign you to a $50 million contract.
You're the best
for
high-low
3
driver
years.
in the world.
And then you're just like, sweet. And then someone walks up and goes, fuck you, John. You make so much money. Fuck you. You'd
Who's
go,
up?
what the hell?
I'm the best high-low driver in the world.
But you would just be like, they're gonna pay me.
Yeah,
Why would I not take that?
yeah,
But like,
stupid.
dude, it pisses me off when people just demonize. Like, I get like this, like the corporations and like the CEOs taking advantage of people. But like, if you're like a professional athlete and you're like, well, someone's willing to pay me to do this, a lot of money. Why would I not do that? Hold on. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. The
Barry and Calvin.
yeah, like so. What usually happens? So Andrew Luck's situation. Andrew Luck retired. He kept having injury issues, and then he would rehab them, and he'd have a hard time coming back. And then he wasn't all in it because he's kind of like thinking in his head, oh, I could get hurt again. So, anyways, long story short, like Andrew Luck, the Colts, they do the thing that most NFL teams do. They have like infinite money. These places, so they're like, we'll still pay you.
Yeah.
They still will pay them that final year or whatever the hell. The Lions, being one of the worst organizations of all sports, for 50 plus years, they had two of the best players, two first ballot Hall of Famer players. That when these guys retire, the Lions go, we can't give you that final $1 million because you're not here playing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, are you fucking kidding? Like my friend who was on the Buccaneers, retired because he kept having this knee injury, and they gave him his $1 million. And then they have endless examples of organizations being good to their people. So that's why there's people saying it's probably a Lions curse. Like they're literally, people kept talking about that Bobby Lane curse. We traded the guy in the 57, 55, won us championships. We trade him away and we don't win for 50 years. Like we win like 2 games ever, meaningful games, and out of 50 whatever years, or 1 game, whatever the hell it was. And so now that's like the Bobby Lane curse, and it's like now they're like re-upping on another curse of just like, well, we're not going to be good to our players. So people are saying that's probably why they're actually listening to Stafford. And then I'm not doing this, but you probably could slide in here and go, he's white, and like do some racist shit because maybe there's a slight fucking, because that's like fucking crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Like they're finally like, all right, well,
it's finally being cool, and it happens to be a white dude, and so you could really rev that engine if you wanted to get nuts, but. People keep saying, dude, if you open up any of the Lions tweets, they're like, congratulations, Calvin. Or tweets, replies, or even Instagram message pictures in the comments. Look through. After the top few that the Lions purposely tag up top, which is like the Red Wings and fucking Quicken Loans comments, other than the few comments that they push to the top, they pin to the top, get to the normal citizens, all these people are going, now do the right thing and pay Calvin. Now do the right thing. So they finally amended with Barry. I don't think they gave him that little bit of money that he had in his contract. But Barry ended up maybe just getting over it, working with them, maybe getting paid in other ways, doing a lot of things with them.
Because you like never see
he's
Calvin
cool
do anything.
But Calvin vanished because he's like, fuck everybody. There was even rumors for a moment that Calvin would like to come back and through a trade, like come back to the league and be traded, and the rumors were that the Lions were like, we wouldn't do it. You wouldn't benefit. Like this guy could come back, and then
you can get some
picks, you can get a player or something. You don't even. That's how shitty you are. So just like a lot of people, Pat McAfee talked about it a bunch, and a bunch of other people just like, hey, you're trying to have a fucking curse again.
Yeah.
You're going to have like a Calvin curse. You're never going to find another good receiver. I don't know, Galladay's great. But like, you're never going to do anything good. A lot of people see that. People talk. People know Calvin. People love Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin is like Barry and Stafford.
And they're like humble guys.
You drafted 3 of the most humble, very good players ever. And you abused them.
Yeah. Especially Barry and Calvin. Those are like the
Yeah, well, they were the,
I mean,
Calvin could have been the best ever at his position. Barry
Barry
was.
arguably was, and
I think he is. 10
yeah.
years, no one's ever done. Argue whatever the fuck you
Whether like
want.
stats,
No one's ever
stats out
done.
the window. Like the team, if you also like look at the players on the team they were on, they're literally on the worst team, and they're just beasting on.
They were
people.
also playing against the Cowboys and the Niners, both in the NFC. Were just dynasties.
Yeah.
While Barry was here.
Barry's just like deking everybody out.
Yeah.
Getting over 100 yards per game.
I had a guy at work. I was like, you're a real life fucking troll. He's like, we're arguing. Like, I'm getting loud with the guy because he's telling me that Emmett's better. And I was like, it's fine. You can have this discussion, but Barry didn't have, because he was just telling me that he's like, I don't think Mahomes would be as good, say, if he got drafted to the Lions. And I think everyone would agree.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been as good. He wouldn't have Kelsey, Hill, Andy Reid, all these good things that he has around him with the Chiefs. And then I go, so you agree to that. But now when we compare Barry not having anyone around him,
and then
you think that's
Emmett having,
and then Emmett having every Hall of Famer with him. So many linemen are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, even like their fullback, the guy who right in front of him just mowing people over, I think is a Hall of Famer. Like defensive players, Hall of Fame, giving you short fields all day. They're like, Emmitt Smith found the end zone. It's like Emmitt Smith had to go 12 yards every drive.
Walk through a hole bigger than my garage door.
Yeah.
If you watch plays of Emmitt Smith, he's just running straight.
Yeah, watch his highlights. He's like, he's just walking down alleys.
I watched a highlight where like he broke free and then a lineman caught up to him and tackled him, and I was like,
yeah. Yeah, Barry, that would never happen.
Yeah, and then if
Barry's past that D lineman, he's gone unless he had to juke 100 times because there's not 90 guys in front of him. I don't know. Yeah. Then the guy catches it on.
Lions arguably have definitely Barry's probably one of or just the best running backs, and then Calvin, obviously stats don't show it, but I think that goes to
his
show
body and the way he moved and everything. He could have been the best ever just because of all of that.
He was huge and he was quick.
He didn't just drop the ball.
Yeah.
He's just larger than everybody. I mean, not many people have that many contested catches. As him, probably. I don't know. But
I don't know, man. Lions,
hey, man.
fuck you.
Fuck the Lions, dude. Dustin Diamond, Dallas Page died.
No.
His real name is Dustin Diamond, not
no.
Dallas Page.
Yeah, I heard he died. Screech, right?
Yep. Saved by the Bell. Saved by Jesus.
Screech, you're a bitch. I'm just kidding. What?
Didn't they do some sort of reunion thing and they didn't even invite him? And then he dies.
I don't know. It's the Saved by the Bell curse.
Yeah.
This week on Curse Show.
Curses.
The Cursed Show.
Yeah, we're past an hour.
Oh. So. Alright. Well, my final thing I'm going to say is, hey, Lions. Fuck you.
Pay Calvin or make him happy. Suck him off and...
Is it done?
I don't know. What?
Is it done?
I didn't hit it.
I wanted to say Lions fuck you as the last thing.
Oh, okay, you can do it again.
Hey, Lions. Fuck you.